see here, Terra still hunting, searching, keeping a lot of pressure onto Doomed. Oh no!
They would have lost that fight, even if they C9 or
that's
not.
a hard scene.
Nukes are off the map, nukes are off the map! Nukes are off the map, they only have the...
I think that was a copy too. Pretty sure that was like a copy he got off the map.
Guys, listen, shut up, they have invis out, they have...
Both the strengthened prison and
Let's see if he
Agamotto
crash.
and the Omega Hurricane,
It
right?
would crash within the next
Those are
like
ults that are
30
going to put a
seconds
lot of
on
pressure
this
and
stream.
just keeping players
Because he has
alive,
delay.
keeping your backline alive there when you look at the Omega Hurricane. So this is a really hard fight for Shroud X. They're going to try maybe just drop an early Hornet Proteus, put Impunity to just make some space. With the
Yeah, I
quick
think
smash.
crash. He's just dying over time.
Into that climb we go, Delina. Omega Hurricane. What resources is it going to drain out? And or he'll just take
Where
that
is he?
Donovan outright.
Where's
No
Terra?
resources burned.
Enough to make it. And we're in. We're live. We're back. And with that, I mean, the Karmic Revival has just occurred. For those that might have forgotten what had been going on here, but there is a fight ongoing. Rather not the Karmic Revival, but the Cocoons. As Terra gonna invis the last stand. Much like his GPU, the last stand comes on out.
We don't know if it, well, I guess they did say they think it was GPU, so that may be the case. 100 Thieves, though, losing Vinny here, and in the moment, now we got Delina sitting here, ready to go once more. The Mega Hurricane, but is going to save it for the next round.
Bit of a face check there from Delina, just like sitting there in front of everyone, tanking those duels.
I'm just sitting here, just you know, it's kind of hoping that Terra's GPU just holds up, you know. But okay, Impunity going down. Dogman getting Terra in turn. Terra definitely having some issues here at the moment as the Karmic Revival coming in for Shroud X. They try and stabilize and make this thing happen.
100 Thieves still looking for the recontest. They are getting close to a ride. Well, it's about to have 4
We
ults
predicted
available
it crash
for them,
it
Shroud
again.
X
1000%
looking
it
to
crash.
hold.
There's no
Likely
reason it would
have
just
to
stop
commit
unless he did,
some of
unless
the
he like
strategies
actually
here, just
fixed
keep them
it.
alive
You know
through
what I
the
mean?
Mega Hurricane already popping the Soul Resurgence.
I'm not like a
Now
tech
he's also
expert
just gonna
here,
get
but
traded. Just watch
that
him
would be
pop
my
the Black Legend.
conclusion.
That's what's gonna happen.
Mega Hurricane used, and Heart Thieves side, it's time to turn this into a bit of a dance floor. Don't let Doomed take on anyone with the Galactic Legend. Shroud X looking to hang on in. Meteor M, though, in from Dogman. Looking, has good opportunity.
Ooh.
Goes for the mid-air, and no, not going to connect. Meanwhile, here comes CDK. Eye Agamotto going to hit Fidel out of there in turn. It's a crushing Eye Agamotto. Dogman right now just getting bullied by the strategist in the underground here of Krakoa. Thieves
He got
nearly getting
shielded
the
by
flip.
Invis
Cuny,
or
though, says
something.
time for a little bit of liberty. Gonna look to delay. Dogman, though, is down, and Terra's eyes gonna be on him in just a brief moment. 100 Thieves now nearly having what they need here for the recap. The flip is theirs.
Okay,
It'll just be all sorts of bad, but okay. Doomed. Working here for Shroud X, trying to make something happen real close to the Galactic Legend. 100 Thieves.
fuck.
Some options here in
Now I
turn.
don't think Terra's gonna stream because he's probably gonna think the Twitch is what made him crash, but like it has nothing to do with the stream.
In the dance party.
Like
If
it's
you're
all
doomed.
the fucking.
Meanwhile, Delina up forward. 100 Thieves off the dive, crushing into Shroud X. Mega
It's
Hurricane.
all the
not even
game.
required.
Like fuck.
We're paused again.
we're
And now we're back
unpaused
again.
again.
We're back.
We're back, baby. You know what? You know what? ZP will take care of this one. We'll take care of this one.
No,
you know, just let Hex and I take care of this.
I'm back here. Like I'm committed. One.
You're precisely right.
Well, there's a portal coming out for TTK. I think they should be able to touch. Yes, they do get it. They get it.
The gun in. Terra's gonna be taking that portal with the last stand. Good to go. Both teams.
Ready your
actually
horses on the
absolutely
double.
Stocked on ults. Terra, use the last stand immediately. Take a look at Delina. Omega Hurricane in reserve, waiting for the opportunity to use it. Eye Agamotto gonna be dropped, and so is Shroud X in turn. TTK, right place, right time. Meteor M, not enough to equalize. Liberty Rush gonna come on out here. And here comes Vision off the res. Gonna have the Karmic Revival, but if you have Omega Hurricane, you go directly where Adam Warlock is if you have an idea. And now, Delina just gonna drop the Hurricane on top point. A little bit more cleanup coming over and in. Doomed with the Galactic Legend. Is it gonna be big or is it gonna be small? Looking kind of on the tiny side here. Ripped out of the air by Delina. Getting a lot of value right now on the Storm. The flip back the way of 100 Thieves on the verge here of the map 1 victory. And this
I
is
mean,
all they need as overtime ticks down.
Well played there from 100 Thieves in the end. I mean, one way storm earlier, so gonna have the storm coming on out. I guess to be fair, it's actually not really Shroud's book, or the Shroud X book. It's actually, if anything, it would have been the book that came out from Citadel Gaming. As now this very long rotate with the portal here is something we've seen a lot in Hall Jalia, but the Punisher's out for Shroud X. We're doomed on the Punisher just playing the kind of this poke style along with the Iron Man.
Yeah, and I mean, Punisher, even if you don't get any kills with the turret, it still forces resources. It buys you time. Oh, 100 Thieves have dealt with the turret. Now here on the point, gonna be up to Shroud X.
You guys are playing full death ball with Storm. Storm Bucky.
Unity drops
just like hella damage.
Cover while they try and fight 100 Thieves back. And you look at Delina right now. Delina about to go into the air. Just going over. Here comes the pulse cannon. Over in from Vision. It's big. Takes down 2.
And that's a great fight there for Shroud X. I mean, they played a very long fight, had to give up a little bit of cap percentage, but that's perfectly fine. Remove the ults for 100 Thieves too, just getting one that got a mischief. And now they're getting some late staggers as well. Like, these are just going to be humongous staggers here for Shroud X. So Shroud X,
right now.
pull onto the fight.
Or the you'd 1B here, 2 minutes left. A full ult bank. However, when you look at 100 Thieves, you got to be looking at top tier kid. TTK, or look at Doom just taken out by Delina at the neutral. Never mind, that's what you're going to look at here. BRB is going to bring it back up, but it deals with the turret threat. Impunity, holding on the strangling prison, going to drop it. Hits 3, fall through isn't going to be there. It is! The support ult not quite in time as you see 100 Thieves just being pushed all the way back. The damage was there in the fall through. Cursing Final Judgment, and just like that, 100 Thieves down to their last minute 40 here in Hall Jalia.
Listen.
And Terra,
no, we need the Terra Pop. If we had Terra Pop right here, it'd be insane. The team up
also going to have just a little bit more pressure potentially onto this backline, because when you're playing like
you know he's raging
Rocket
right
is
now.
Survivable,
like he's on tilt with what John has been saying in the chat, or whoever the fuck that guy is.
Especially if you don't have utility that you might get from force physics from Invisible Woman, etc.
That should just be cinematic.
So having the Iron Fist here to just kind of hunt down the Punisher, even the Iron Man, find the Rocket Raccoon. This is an interesting idea for 100 Thieves. They can walk forward. Look to set up the Strangling Prison, force out the Fatal World, then maybe you can pop like a Goddess of Death or something. So they have some options here with both the Vanguard ones.
Strangling Prison in from 100 Thieves as they try and bring this one over the top. Meanwhile, Shroud X again drop the Fate of both worlds. Nice and healthy here so far. Pulse Cannon in from Vision, not going to hit its mark. 100 Thieves still looking pretty healthy. Got to look one more time. Here the TTK. I have Agamotto ready to go. 100 Thieves waiting for the opportunity. Delina go into the sky. They lose SJP. If there's time to move, it's got to be now if you're 100 Thieves. You're down in sustain. You're going to be running out of time. Terra, though, in the Iron Fist. Off into the backline. Be an absolute menace. Takes down Doomed here on the Punisher. Looking for more. Going back over to the point. 100 Thieves. One tick away from getting this convoy moving.
And Terra just not letting it in any space, getting the bonus health. And you see, there's the team up. Groot Rocket team up. In my competitive Marvel Rivals game, Groot Rocket, they're riding on each other's back. Holy, I'm pogging. I'm pogging.
Lore accurate
Vinny
team
with
up.
The one-man
up and in, but Vision plucked out of the sky by Delina, finding Harvey right on after.
What
Delina,
the fuck is happening?
It's old school fun right now for 100 Thieves as they're so close to getting this point over the edge. 96.67% right now in overtime. Shroud X would love to end this here. Vision is going to be coming back in with the pulse cannon. Is it going to connect? Does not connect. Impunity, meanwhile down. Both teams down.
Wait, Vision is trapped on the other side of the portal. The portal ended. He has to fly back.
Oh, that is tragic. Meanwhile, Terra and TTK cleaning
Terra,
house at the point, getting
live,
the convoy moving. In extra time, back the way of 100 Thieves. Vinny right now can lead the way here at the Strangling Prison.
We just
TTK
put our faith in
the
Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior. Go to heaven.
Watching Vinny right now, looking for the opportunity. Terra leading the way, and while you're looking at Terra, oh my word, the Strangling Prison turns into a barrage of fists as Terra cleans up
Prime.
what Vinny sets up.
All right.
There's gonna be the late staggers too.
Wow.
Did use the CYA for Duck, so
Shroud X would love to stop this. A lot in the ult bank here for Shroud X. See how they handle it. Eyes right now on Vision as 100 Thieves move forward with the cloned Luna ult. The look at Vision saying, come on through, go through the doorway, see what happens. Maximum pulse, 3 into the back. The setup could not have been more beautiful.
now it might not quite be maximum, but it is very large.
100 Thieves hold it back. 100 Thieves though now decide, can we turn it back the other way?
Got that.
Vinny with the Strangling Prison looking for the fall through. They're gonna get it. 2 immediately down. And 100 Thieves really good disengage into the re-engage.
Yeah, the disengage was so important there so they could get out of the Final Judgment, keep everyone up, and more importantly, make sure that they could just LOS the Meteor in from Dongman there a little bit.
All right. 100 Thieves, we'll see how they handle it. Fidel getting ready. The dance has to do it to avoid the death. Impunity. Meanwhile, Strangling Prison, good to go. Looking for the opportunity into the backline. Vision still looking and waiting on the pulse cannon. Fidel, though, moving on in. Fate of Both Worlds is going to be dropped. There's the Strangling Prison. Here comes the cannon. Up and over, but there's walls everywhere. Still able to find enough to take down TTK. One up is Shroud X. Into the air goes Delina. Dropping death from above. Finding one. Shroud X. In a little bit of danger here. 100 Thieves still fighting. Vinny has the prison. Good to go. Ready to put the rest of Shroud X over into jail. And this is going to be enough. 100 Thieves just slowly picking apart Shroud X here in overtime on Hall of Jolly.
I think we could safely say.
And I think that was exactly what 100 Thieves needed to do there, where they kept a lot of pressure and
we
put
could
the living
safely
cheat into the
predict.
backline, and they forced the Fate of Both Worlds early from Fidel, which means, okay, you don't have that to worry about.
The fisticuffs into the back. Vision, meanwhile, already a really quick build here on the Iron Man. 50% towards the pulse cannon. And for now, your Shroud X are actually okay with this level of ult building right now. 100 Thieves, though, holding back for now, maintain control of the point. Slower approach for Shroud Hicks so far, but they get the quick CYA out. And now if you're 100 Thieves, you do have to respect this a little bit of Ast.
They do, I mean, but they built a God of Mischief in return there, so some of the delay, they've burned the CYA, make it back, have the counter strike result. It's still pretty good position here for 100 Thieves.
Oh, they actually got up.
And Doom's gonna go down. Terra finds his mark. Gonna find 2. Gonna find 3. Well, technically, the final limb still goes away, but
well, Terra did most of it and still got the final 2 on top.
onto the Adam Warlock. So now a little bit more of this like Russian style. Don't be afraid to trade some picks, trade your life, because you are gonna have the cocoons.
Doomed. Going on over. Meanwhile, Impunity. Gonna drop the Strangling Prison. It's Strangling Prison across the board from both sides. Who is bigger? Who knows? But it's 100 Thieves with the far better fall through.
Who knows?
Yakov being invested towards the very end.
I know.
A clean little bit of wall running right now, waiting for the opportunity.
I gotta keep it tight.
Now going in for the Iron Fist ult. Ready to head to the back. Look for some strategies.
Like
No, getting frozen at the same time.
sniper.
Meanwhile, Doomed. Galactic Legend. Looking for anything to wound the Thieves. Not finding anything here so far. Harvey with the immediate strategist ult counter. SJP though, gonna fall down. Doomed resing back up. 100 Thieves actually a little bit scattered right now on this push, but Terra is being the great equalizer. Takes down one. Looking for more. No one is dealing with Terra at the moment.
I mean, Terra, he's punching. He's punching. Vision, luckily, gonna have the soul bond to just spread some of that damage around as Delina in the Goddess of Death. Gonna get forced out. 100 Thieves, though, they're gonna lose Delina. They still have a pretty strong front line presence here. They can look for the Agamotto. There's a Strangling Prison. This might be able to turn it. Yeah, it is gonna turn it. Terra just farming CP.
Terra's just sitting here and wearing a cloak of invisibility. No one able to do anything to Terra. Terra able to do everything to the rest. The martial arts, too overwhelming, and that's breaking planks and then some as Groot falls.
Great freeze there from Fidel, but Terra unlikely to get taken out. And this, I mean, really just the Iron Fist from Terra has just been absolutely brutal to deal with. Just constant oppression there, just dancing around. And because of that damage buff to the Vanguards, able to take down the Vanguards. Delina gonna take down Doomed early.
Wait, I heard him right click.
Sleep.
I heard that.
It makes sense. He's a little bit tuckered out, but now he's rested, he's rejuvenated, he's ready to go for one more ride. And again, just gonna punch Impunity right on out of there. It's a triple for Terra, and he's not stopping.
Second map going the way of 100 Thieves. No pod squad. The problem is you still have to make it work, right? Like it's ideally a good matchup, but you still have to get the value out of it that you want, right?
Well, to that point, value obtained. No, of course, no Magneto bubble to be found. Quick abduction of Emma on the other side. TK first to fall, and now Doomed going for the other. Chops down one, chops down the other. This strategy coming in from Shroud X, really glorifying the Wolverine and giving them first control.
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna be hard. It's so hard because of the fact that you can just, like, sure, there's no walls to kind of isolate any of the 100 Thieves players because there is no group available for Shroud X. But all I have to do is just like, okay, put our Vanguards in front of them, put a Mind Aegis from Dongman as well to help block some of the healing, and you just kidnap one person with Doom at a time. If you can just find one kidnap per moment, then you're in a really good spot. And so much of the pressure here to alleviate that pressure is going to be on Delina. Delina needs to make sure to just get into the backline, force them to turn, use some of the clones that come up from Emma Frost, some of that team up, and just get some extra value and some extra just burst damage.
Shroud X might win this because they don't have Wolverine.
The Shroud X look to hold serve. Delina actually getting caught by Doom, not even a tank that time around, and
Shroud X won the draft pretty hard, I think.
Right now, between the threat of the Wolverine in the front and the Namor in the back, it's really created problematic engages here 400
Root
Thieves. So,
against
yeah, I mean, I'm going back to your draft
Wolverine.
analysis.
A little bit scared at times because they're so afraid to overinvest any cooldowns when the Wolverine still has a threat up, you know, still has the leap available.
Doom, though, maybe in a little bit of danger here. Nearly getting isolated. Meanwhile, Terra cracking impact. Time to break things open. One reset here so far. Is there going to be two? The dance comes in, and the whale is Vision. Shuts it down. Not going to reset when you're under a 2,000-ton whale. I don't know if the whale is actually that large, but hey, it works. Vision, meanwhile, over here, trying to chase down.
not die?
A little bit danger himself here. And falling as 100 Thieves still getting full battle in their favor.
I think this is probably one of the better swaps that 100 Thieves could have made, is that putting Vinny here onto the Hulk, which I don't know if we've seen much Vinny Hulk ever, because the indestructible guard here, one of the only shields available to help protect against the Wolverine, is Terra making it back here on the Spider-Man for the contest, because it is 99.
The Spider-Man skin looks nothing like Spider-Man. I was just gonna say, because you go back, it's like, yeah, it's Spider-Man, by the way. If you could tell from all the non-Spider-Man things on the skin.
You see here, Terra still hunting, searching, keeping a lot of pressure onto Doom. Oh no!
They would have lost that fight, even if they C9 or
that's
not.
a hard C9. The Hulk smash off the point. Wops here. The Hulk. I also think an Invisible Woman. Just making sure that's still on the board.
Can we get the
keeping it on the
Terra
board
hella pop?
to help deny some of the value. So now 100 Thieves rolling out here to the flank. Impunity trying to make a little bit of space.
100 Thieves able to open up here with the Invisible Boundary throw on, and again, Terra getting taken for a ride. This time on the Hela, fighting no recourse as Doomed has been deadly accurate here so far on the Wolverine.
No passive.
Invisible Boundary though still down. I believe still contesting here on the point. How much longer will they be able to delay? Vision right now has the whale and has to pop the Namor bubble to not get whaled in turn. So Delina not going to land the horn. Meanwhile, Delina able to take down Dogman. 100 Thieves getting some decent work here in the neutral before the strategy assault comes on out. Another whale though.
Bad.
This time out, Vision hits Pater, takes down the Loki in the back. And now 100 Thieves down a little bit of extra sustain. TTK not gonna stay alive. Terra though is returned back here to the fight.
SJP needs to go.
I mean,
it's because they have Wolverine. He stays in this, but they need a Luna.
Use Gods to death because so much of your line of sight is blocked.
They need a
Your
Luna
sense
for the
of killer in
Namor
front of you.
combo. It's like way too broken.
I mean, gonna force some ults out. I mean, it was a really good res too for Terra that gets that final blow
I mean,
to make sure to
Harvey
bring back Harvey.
should
So they
switch.
have sustain here, but this is a really long fight.
Even though
Neither
Loki's
team
like OP,
has
but-
cap yet still. Though Fate
Oh,
of
is
World's
Luna
gonna
banned
be
for that?
ending.
Oh, it is.
Vinny
What the fuck?
hitting a really good radioactive lockdown, so they still have a lot of players here on board for 100 Thieves. As ZP dies, there's the mic, but don't worry, I got him. Sonic Seduction gonna be used. Vinny gets caught. Impunity gonna
Boy,
get that
100
final
Thieves
blow.
got
And 100
hardcore
Thieves needing to
outdrafted.
back
What
on
the
out
fuck?
finally off the Sonic Seduction. So Shroud X just chasing down those final limbs.
Just riding the line between life and death there, getting
He
low,
has
but
so many
able to
like
back on
walls
out,
and random
get healed
corners to
in.
just hide around.
Going into the back line once more. Namor gets clapped, literally. And now, time to go a little
Oh
bit more
my goodness,
ultra.
the chain of geometry just absolutely rolled Impunity. He couldn't jump through. Couldn't jump through the choke. That's very, very funny. But 100 Thieves here, I mean, they're stagnating ZP. They can't make it through. They can't get past this choke.
Fuck, if we had
But
Terra's
wait.
Pav right now, it'd be
Speaking of
insane.
geometry, just making things rough. Doomed running afoul of it.
It'd be
100
insane
Thieves,
amount of
one more
fucking
opportunity to come on
listens,
over and
shushes,
70% here for
shut
Shroud
ups.
X. 100 Thieves working
Plain
at a
and
player advantage.
simples.
Vision in danger. Having to drop the bubble up into the air. Still, the person's gonna be
Literally.
there as soon as he drops on in. He's gonna drop the whale here under it. Right now, still silenced here. Sonic Seduction in and down goes Vision. Doesn't get a chance to drop a whale of his own. As Terra dropping death from above. Gonna get Nuck here with the Clone Luna ult. Shroud X looking to slow things down. Bring this one to 99 at the very least before they give it up.
I mean, they've had to commit so much, but Vision still making their way back with the Horde of Proteus. They're also gonna have the Sonic Seduction. Could set up what I'm gonna call the Siren's Call yet again here, because they use the Sonic Seduction to just bring you into the whale. The Horde of Proteus arriving very soon. You see that right now, Delana's just trying to watch the flank to make sure Doomed can't get in. Last stand is up. It is available. So Shroud X, they have plenty of ults here for this fight.
Here comes Doomed. Last stand. Good to go. Good put away here. First Shroud X into the back. Delina. First one to be hit. And oh, the peel comes on in. Vinny breaks Doom's back. And now, opportunity here for 100 Thieves. Wolverine threat is gone, even as the horn is blown
The fuck?
directly onto the Hulk's head. Hulk, he's sturdy enough to deal with a really heavy whale just slam down onto him.
I don't think that whale was worth.
Looking for
I think we
the
saved
removal
that for a
Shroud X
Luna
here from
combo
the point.
now.
Doom, though, is about to be back in. The last stand is ready to go. Doomed, can you put this one away here for Shroud X? is about over and in here.
This Sonic structure is so big here, Steve, because it's giving them enough time for SGP to potentially build the invisible boundary.
Now we have a Luno, and we could have used ult with
they're able to get
that.
vision in the amount. However, you got the Luna ult coming on in here for Shroud X. They don't want to give it up without a fight. Lena
They only have
already
one
down.
support.
Regen domain forced out. Doom a little bit of danger here. Getting choke slammed. Is he gonna live? No. TTK able to finish him off. Great presence of mind from
Actually,
the
TP
Emma,
back.
containing the Wolverine. And 100 Thieves
so
nearly
easy.
have reflipped. Well, they did not only reflip, but they've nearly pushed Shroud X back into a reset.
The flip has happened. 100 Thieves
Shroud X
turning
hard
it
throwing
back there step by
as per
step.
usual.
Gods of Death plus the God of Mischief gonna be up. The double god combo, the Pantheon of sorts. As Shroud X gonna look to walk back in here. They are gonna have a God of Mischief of their own. They're not that close to the Horn Proteus combo here with the Sonic Seduction, so probably just gonna look to make some space here with Impunity early. As Terra really gonna be a difference maker here. Like, can they get a very, oh, I mean, I say that, Doomed already down.
Yeah, Doom down right away. Very crucial early pick here for 100 Thieves as they look to take a round, force the ultimate round here in the map. Shroud X though, gonna pop the Hulk ult, go into the back line. Terra right now, staying alive. Gods of Death, good to go. Need to like watch positioning here, then not line of sight themselves. Vinny is down, and into the air goes Terra. A little bit more room to work with here in terms of sight lines. However, the Fate of Both Worlds underneath gonna really limit the amount of damage being done.
Way.
But oh, the final bolt still gonna find one vision.
They
Out of the
actually
fight.
win.
TTK, Sonic Seduction over. In, creating a little bit of space, dropping the barrier in
think
turn.
100
Here comes
Thieves won.
Lena, ready to blow the horn. Horn blown into the back, not gonna hit, but does space out Shroud X a little bit more. 99 to 99. We are in overtime. Shroud X, they cannot leave the point for any reason. And with Dogman down, someone needs to be the sacrifice.
Oh, this is really good chase from Delina too, making sure to zone out Doomed. And now they control the choke. Shroud X need to come in. They need to touch. I don't know if they can.
Shroud X is
First
throwing.
round for 100 Thieves. And what a hero play.
What
Where's
the
it gonna
fuck
go?
is
Here comes the
happening?
whale, and no follow through this time around. As we get more dancing coming in from Shroud X. This time, the cloned Loki copy. As Vinny looks to be in a little bit of danger.
Oh, Vinny just getting constantly sunlocked there. Gonna try to go back to the end, but Terra with the Gods of Death up. Doesn't matter if you're gonna get Sonic Seduction, because guess what? You're already a goddess. I don't think you can get Seduction there. You're just up in the sky. As Terra doing so much damage there from the Gods of Death.
Just a really well-timed Gods of Death cracks things
100
open here.
Thieves
Gonna get 100
actually
Thieves first
winning
control.
this.
And it was looking like Shroud X may have had the beginnings of the reverse against them. Impunity dives on in and may not get out, even with the Hulk called to no, just burned down back in the Puny banner. As Impunity is down, the engage just not working out for Shroud X. The focus fire from 100 Thieves, very, very deadly there. Although they lose to Lena at the end, which maybe creates an opportunity.
Nah, 100 Thieves won.
That's big, but they still have to make it through the choke yet again, so they need to send someone
Hashtag
for the
100
flick
Thieves
to
won.
force it. It's gonna be
Oh
Doomed
my.
immediately taken down
What
by Terra.
the fuck?
I mean, Terra just been a hero continuously.
Thanks for 3 years, no ubiquitous. Thank you,
I
mate.
don't love the late swap. I get why it happened, but going in as a cold Hella versus a warm
Trace
Hella,
on Yokes.
always a
Thank
little
you,
bit
man.
troublesome. Vision though.
I think it
What's
just
the
has to
problem?
happen there, right?
JMS
Because
is
like
your
once
prime.
again, like you gotta fight these chokes somehow, and the Wolverine's just so hard. It's just so hard, especially when you don't have the bubble. I do think like there's probably not a lot better options unless you look to swap up your comp entirely. And I think when you're in this light of the game, you're like, okay, we just gotta make something work. As Vision looking to fight this high ground with impunity, Shroud X made it through the choke.
Vision right now hanging on to the horn. Shroud X needs something and they need it quick. We're in overtime 99 to 0. Shroud X cannot leave the point of the tournament. Will be the Thieves. 100 Thieves meanwhile need this fight. They win it. They'll be your champions once more. All at stake. Vision blows the horn into the backline. No picks here so far. Both teams still at full. Fidel still dancing here for Shroud X, but Vision gonna fall. The first piece is 100 Thieves. Look to stay on the throne. Sonic Seduction now in from Dogman, desperately trying to find anything. Another horn out, and this time Delina's is gonna connect. Shroud X down two,
Shit
soon
on
to be down
badly.
more. 100 Thieves. Overtime ticks down, and they will remain champions here in Rivals Fight Night.
Next
North
week will be
America,
NB versus
with
100
the
Thieves, and
sweep.
it'll be a different meta.
Full
That'd be
sweep there,
interesting.
and I mean, I think 100 Thieves proved once again